Sup guys? How's it all going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Jake Reacts, my new YouTube channel, my new deep dive into the world of reactions, but not under the title of Rugby Player Reacts. That might be where you came from, it might not be. You might be seeing me for the first time. And if you are, consider subscribing. If you're not, also consider subscribing. Today, we're going to start this off with some football. We're going into the 2021 NFL season. The team that I back, that I haven't mentioned on this channel yet, but the team that I back is the Jacksonville Jaguars. And there's reasons for that and reasons I will get into later. But for now, there's one video that's been on my newsfeed for a while. I'm going to watch it today. It's called The Hunt. It is Jacksonville's series, vlog series, leading up to each and every NFL season. I haven't watched an episode of this before. This is the first one. It's the only one out at the moment, otherwise I'd continue watching them all. It's called Urban Meyer Hire and Trevor Lawrence Pro Day. The Hunt, Own It, Chapter 1. So let's go. Excuse me?
Not to over-dramatize this whole situation, but I can't imagine a more important time in the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You got the first pick in the draft. You got an organization and an owner that wants to win in the worst way. You tell me again when in history you'll have that a line like that. I want this team to play so fast. And fast doesn't mean 4-3-40. Fast means everything you got.
Love and ownership.
The Jags will finish at 1-15.
1-15 last year, guys. They've got the first pick. They've got a brand new coach, a coach that just breeds success. But the one factor is, can this coach bring his success from a college football environment to a professional football environment? That's what's going to be key. But he is taking on a college football recruit in Trevor Lawrence. I mean, look, at the end of the day, like you said, love and commitment.
Obviously the toughest year in Jaguars history.
Change obviously has already begun, and what change is left to come we don't know yet, but we will certainly know soon.
The Jacksonville Jaguars this morning parted ways with their head coach Doug Marrone, moved in a different direction.
I think Jacksonville could be a very good job.
Not only do they have the first pick, they got $100 million in cap space in the state of Florida.
This should be a very attractive job to a lot of people. We've heard Urban Meyer, and they're having conversations. He has been pondering the idea of returning, or at least making a move, to the NFL.
This is a situation where you can really have it your way with everything in your hands now, including a franchise quarterback.
As of right now, Urban Meyer is meeting with Jags brass with owner Shad Khan.
National Football League coach Urban Meyer. That is happening.
This is clearly the person that they've envisioned. This is going to be a team built in Urban Meyer's image.
My vision is when you grab a seat in this beautiful stadium, is you're going to see a team play really fast. I want a team that plays fearless.
What a James Robinson, my goodness, Johnson is lit up.
Between A to B, it better be everything you got.
That's exciting.
Jump into a situation where I don't believe we can win. I don't do that. But
why does it keep doing that? Guys, why does it keep doing that? Please.
Khan is a person we spent an incredible amount of time together. The reason I'm standing behind his mic, he wants to win. And he wants to win not for himself, he wants to win for Jacksonville. When they see the Jaguar emblem, you better have ownership and you better love it. I want you to own it. And if you don't want to do that, you really can't be here.
Urban is going to be the head coach, and there is a lot of excitement. I can tell you.
You got to own it, right? You got to want to be there. You have to have an extreme love and want to be in this team, and also be behind the coach in everything he says, which is go 110% on every down. No, that's not a 4-3-40, but it's 110%. So that is so exciting, because it means that this, you know, you can really back this coach. He's done it before, he's had success, so I back him to do it again, I really do.
There's a strong feeling that he's going to take an experienced NFL, either former head coach or longtime offensive coordinator.
Once Coach Meyer took the job, I mean, there was obviously a buzz here about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He's got that drive in, and hey, I know that what I want to go get accomplished.
Looking at where he's been and what he's done, there's not been a place that he hasn't been, that he hasn't turned a program around. So I think that's exciting.
And this is something that he wants to do, and now to be a part of it and to watch it go happen is going to be a fun ride.
Oh yeah. My thoughts exactly.
I know it's going to be a learning experience because I haven't been on this level, but it's still about just coaching and watching guys, grow and develop and become unbelievable people.
This whole organization is going to be about the player. And I didn't say soft on the player, but giving the player the very best that's available to him. We're all measured by, at the end of the day, when you get hit right square in the jaw, how do you react? And no different than a player. How does your player respond in adversity? And as a coach, you have to lead those players, so how do you respond? Darryl, I never met. I kind of knew of him. I followed his career. I was actually headed in another direction for the coordinator, and his interview was that good.
I think it's a great opportunity to come with the first pick, and if that first pick ends up being...
So these are two new staff members that he's brought with him.
Quarterback, is one that everyone's speculating we're talking about. That's something that you want to do. You want to be able to build something from the ground up. I was able to start with Russell Wilson in Seattle and take him through his first 5 seasons there.
The common denominator is he took Russell from a rookie to a Super Bowl. We're going to hopefully do the same thing here.
Trent Ball.
One of these days, I'm going to go to that stadium.
He expected to be named the full-time general manager in Jacksonville. He's now walking into a great situation with the chance to set this team up for success under Urban Meyer.
I know there's a tremendous amount of work that needs to be done, but I'm also extremely confident that we can build an organization together that the city of Jacksonville and the Jacksonville faithful will be proud of for years to come.
Not to over-dramatize this whole situation, but I can't imagine a more important time in the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You have 11 picks in the first 7 rounds. You got the first pick in the draft. You got an organization and an owner that wants to win in the worst way. You tell me again when in history you'll have a line like this.
It's very exciting.
All right, who we on?
So we're gonna see the actual.
What we're doing right now is just going through the board position by position, looking at each guy that
the journey to the draft.
Draftable prospects. What do they say about him at the school, Mark?
Slowly but surely, over the chapters, over the episodes, we're going to see that the journey to build this team right till the preseason. I hope. So I guess what we're going to see here is Urban Meyer go to Clemson's Pro Day and watch Trevor Lawrence. And we've already seen those, infamous photos already, which will be infamous in future, I have no doubt, of Urban Meyer standing right behind Trevor Lawrence at the Pro Day, watching every single snap.
We work around time self-starter with the ball toe.
We're trying to identify guys that fit our system. So we're very dialed into the type of player we're looking for at every position. Watch his plays and ball tape from 20, see how he makes his plays. Everybody tries to bring their best against Bama. Unfortunately, it's just not good enough. There's a process that we go through that's time-tested, that's been around for a long time. We're continually trying to evolve that process, but we have a system that we use and we feel very comfortable with. We'll never match up with a tight end.
I beat him all day. Beat him to sleep.
No. He'd lock you down. There's some strength.
You're too old!
We're looking for guys that can play the game physically at a high level, mentally, physically tough players that have a track record of availability.
Going into his senior year, ran a 4.7, or 39.8, and a 4.32 show.
That's a pro tackle there. That's the way it's going to look most of the time. Most important thing.
A what? Sorry, 39.8 inch vertical as a tackle. They can't be talking about a tackle, surely.
Tackle there, that's the way it's going to look most of the time. The most important thing is at the end of the day, you take all the information you get, you process it, and you come up with an organizational stance. And once you make that organizational stance, that's exactly what it means. We're all on board, we're all in, and whatever the value of that player is, it is.
I think his play temperament got better as the film went. But you still wish you seen that motive from a guy that's his size.
Would you draft him, Tom?
No.
Would anybody draft him? We approach every decision we make as the most important decision we're going to make, but this certainly, if it's not the most important one that we've made in our career, it's certainly up there.
The first pick of the 2021 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jags select
Trevor Lawrence,
this guy.
Eastern time.
Just want to continue to see him dazzle us with his arm talent.
No matter what Trevor Lawrence does here today, it's not going to really change their opinion of him.
He's going to be the #1 overall pick. He has all the arm talent that you want to see.
He's dropping dimes all over the field.
He anticipates a lot of throws.
He's got a huge arm, but you'd expect that because he's 6'6".
Very catchable balls with ease.
And these balls are going to get over the top of defensive players, hopefully. You know, it's different. It's different than having a 6-foot quarterback. They've got to be a lot more mobile. They just do.
Power, you can see
But this guy is mobile. He's got speed.
Touch. He's showing off to the rest of the football world, even though he knows he may be soon to be a Jacksonville Jaguar.
I felt like this was important for me to do. Give all the teams a chance to see me throw.
That was 60 yards.
Adapt and adjust, prepare short notice, and still, put on a pretty good day.
I wanted Schottenheimer and Bevel to see him live. I explained that to him, and he said, "Let's go. Give me the ball, let's go." I do like to get very close to a quarterback and hear it. People say, when you hear what? I want to hear that ball leave his hand. I want to hear that ball go by my head. I do the same thing in practice. And I do like to apply a little
pressure.
To know we're right there. So life's about how you're going to respond to pressure.
And I'm led to believe he responded.
Football league's not easy.
Well,
but that's what we're here to do. We feel very strongly that we can put a team together that's going to be very competitive on any given Sunday.
If we get the locker room the way I want that locker room, #1 is going to be the most competitive people on the planet.
Yeah, we're looking for players that want to compete, that can go through the rigors of an NFL season and do what it takes mentally and physically.
The first 5 practices of training camp, your body's fine, your mind's fine, everything's good. But what about after practice 5 or after? What about after practice 15? That's when your body starts shutting down on you a little bit. Fatigue starts to take over. What does the average player, average coach do at that time? They step backwards. What do elite people do? They push right through that edge. The edge is where average stops, elite begins. And that's what I look for in my coaching staff. And free agency and then draft, that's what I look for in players.
We're sitting in a very good situation to make some decisions.
That's pretty daunting, man, whether you're a coach or a player.
This organization for a long time.
I do know the history of the Jaguars. I can't imagine a more important month in the Jaguars organization than the next month.
Boom. Okay, that's chapter 1. It was brought out 5 days ago, so I'm hoping they might make a weekly series or something like that. So anyways, that was our first video reacting to American football of the day. We've got a rookie series, I'm going to call it. We're going to go through the best offensive rookies, looking at their rookie season highlights for the 2020 NFL season. And we're starting with none other than the offensive rookie of the year, Justin Herbert. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.